What's up everyone, Arctic here, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about the regeneration system in Titanfall, very synonymous to the prestige system in Call of Duty or the re-up system in Gears of War. The key difference is that Titanfall and Respawn require you to fulfill challenges before you can move on to the next generation or the next tier. Unlike Call of Duty or Gears of War, which only require you to get to that max level before you can move on to the next tier. Now, this has obviously caused a lot of debates. Some people are upset with it, some people enjoy it. But I actually had one of my subscribers, one of you guys, ask me how I felt about the regeneration system in Titanfall, and I think I probably caught that person by surprise with my answer. I'm very sorry, I can't remember who asked it. I've posted so many videos now that I don't even remember which one it was on, but I did want to give a shout out to that person and ask this question, talk about it a little bit. This isn't going to be too long, but it is a question that I want you guys to think about and provide me with an answer with as well down in the comment section. So we'll revisit that question here at the end. But so the Gooser challenge is the one that really has people tripped up. I'm actually on Gen 5, which is the generation that actually requires you to fulfill the Gooser challenge, which is killing 50 ejecting pilots. Now, 50 is a pretty high number as opposed to some of the other ones that I think they've kind of made too low. But it is kind of tedious in that pilots can cloak as they're going up in the air, so it's a little bit hard to track them. Actually, it's really hard to track them when you're in a Titan. If you're in a pilot, if you're a pilot sitting on the ground, you see someone eject and they cloak, it's pretty easy to do so. But most people that go for this are going to go for it in a Titan. So a couple tips I can give you guys on this. So some Gooser challenge tips in here. One, you want to look for maps that have a open sky type ceiling. So as an example, Lagoon isn't really good because it has that big rock in the middle, so if people eject, you can lose them in the rocks. A map like Rise is also not very good, but a map like Training Grounds, for example, is phenomenal for this challenge. So that's one where you really want to focus on it. I actually play Pilot, Hunter, and Attrition, which work fantastic for it, but there's another tip where you can go into campaign maps and you can actually select the mission. If you've completed it, you can select the mission that you want to play, which has a specific map that may be a little bit more favoring towards the Gooser challenge. So that's the ultimate tip there. Also, the campaign has noobs in it. I actually spent maybe my first day just testing it out. In going in there, I maybe got 5 kills or so, and then I exited out. I was like, okay, I can't romper stomp these guys in campaign anymore. So I think I got 5 kills, and then the rest of them I've gotten playing in Pilot, Hunter, and Attrition. So there's the final tip. Hope it doesn't get flooded now with uber elite guys. Anyway, so moving on to this question about how I feel about the regeneration system. I think unlike a lot of people, I don't want to say a lot, the people that have voiced problems or that don't really like it too much, I'm in the category of people that actually has found this to be the direction I think more developers should actually take towards it, this type of system, because, and I'm going to use Call of Duty as an example. In Call of Duty, they have lots and lots of guns. I ultimately only use maybe 4 or 5 guns, despite having tons and tons of guns, because they all are pretty similar. Whereas in Titanfall, they're rather distinct weapons. The carbine is probably the most versatile there, but there's rather distinct weapons, and so by forcing you to use them in different situations, you actually find how you need to best utilize them to maximize your efficiency. So my perfect example is when you guys saw me on stream, I was using the sniper. I don't really snipe. I haven't sniped in games like Call of Duty or Battlefield for that matter in a very, very long time. And I don't really pick up the sniper in games, but in Titanfall, I was forced to use it to move on to the next tier. And so I started to look at the map and say, where's the best area I would play if I were to snipe and have the most efficiency? And so it started to make me think about the maps a little bit different and how I would utilize it to, 1, be more effective as a player, and 2, help out my teammates. I think the key difference there is I'm not necessarily 100% concerned with myself and fulfilling the challenge, more about where I'm going to be most effective at for my team. And that's kind of how it has opened my eyes to, okay, this map, this weapon using it this way. The plasma railgun was another one, which is probably much more frustrating for me personally now that I've completed it than the Gooser challenge. The plasma railgun, high damage, high risk, high reward, but it takes a while to get used to that thing. And so, playing with it has very, very unique Titans playstyle if you want to be very, very effective with it. And it took me maybe 30 kills into it before I was like, oh, I get it now. And, once that happened, I was like, oh, this is actually quite fun and pretty rewarding to use if you know where to position yourself around the map. So for me, it felt like it opened up doors to the game. It made me realize, hey, there's more to this game than meets the eye. And that's one of the things that I harp back on. I talked about content not too long ago. This is one of those things where it kind of opens up the content within the game and says, oh man, there's so much more to this game if I just actually get involved. So many people stay boxed up into their comfort zone in games. They don't explore what a game has to offer. And Respawn is actually forcing you to do that. Some people may not like it. Some people may feel it's arbitrary. And I am of the belief that this actually is maybe a better player. So I'm only at Gen 5. Tense is completing it. He's already at Gen 10. And I've seen some Gen 10s running around. I actually only plan on going to Gen 7 because it has black and red. Our team colors are black and red. So a lot of us have agreed to stop at Gen 7. I think Phobos is going to go to Gen 10, and obviously Tense is going to Gen 10. But I think the rest of us are staying at Gen 7 because we like black and red. So last question again. Question that was asked from one of my subscribers. How do you guys feel about the regeneration system in Titanfall? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Is this the first time you've heard someone actually explain it like this? I haven't really heard too many videos of people talking about it. I haven't looked. But I'm really interested to see what you guys have to say about it, how you feel about it. And until the next time, I will catch you guys later. Stay frosty.
What is your deal right now, Cat? I don't understand. I know you miss Sarah.
Almost 30k on the listens bit.